Can you send me the link to the channel too? I kind of want to pull it up on the
Yeah.
computer and see if it's working.
Oh, nope, that's worked.
Yeah, I see the live button right there. Okay.
Yeah.
And
We're live.
then, yeah, okay, there it goes.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Cool. Cool. Do we have a Twitch? I don't think we have a Twitch yet.
No, I haven't made that yet, so I'll probably make that like a little bit later.
Okay. Yeah, just trying to see how many. I think those are just the big two right now, YouTube and Twitch. And all right, cool. The quality isn't bad actually. Like
Yeah,
even
it's
for a
actually
free
pretty
account.
good. Is the quality better on the paid account?
I don't know. I just judge it based on the free version, right? Like if the free one isn't good, unless they're like gatekeeping the higher quality streams and stuff. I don't know. I think the only thing that's probably different is like the whole watermark of like powered by StreamYard. Like I kind of wish that was a little smaller, but it's cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's good for free. We can always work up the paid, like if this
Yeah.
takes off.
Yeah. If it jumps off.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What's been going on with you, man?
Well, Funimation reached out to me. So that was pretty exciting. It's kind of funny because like I reached out to them in March, just like asking them like what the interview process was like and everything, and he was telling me like it's like 8 rounds of interviews and so it's like I think it's probably going to be another like 2 or 3 hours of like interviewing. So I'm kind of glad that I went through what I did with like Bizrate because it just kind of it get me prepared right for this other one. So
like, is this for like just their front page or like streaming or what
no,
exactly?
it's for well, at least from what I've seen, right, on their job descriptions, right, they have like crazy requirements, like seven years of senior experience and like working with Python and AWS and stuff. But you're going to be working on their streaming platform. So like if you go on like Funimation.com, it's kind of like Netflix or like Hulu, right? You log in and you can you log in. Let me see if I can share my screen actually. I'm gonna share my screen just to show you. Share screen. Share tab. Funimation. Which share window. Share tab. What is this? Yeah, I'll share my window. This one. Yeah. So you can kind of see like, let me know if you can see my tab.
Okay, yeah, just it's showing on the stream now too.
Okay. Yeah, so like I have an account. I wanted to test out their platform and like see what they're actually offering. And it's a lot of it reminds me of Netflix, but the only difference is that they have the shop area over here. So like all of this is really just like collections, right? Where like you can kind of scroll through and like add this to my queue, and then I guess if I go over here, like this is my like it's almost like my watch later list or something, right? And like so I'll be working on this. I'm assuming I'll be working on like this experience, right? And like going through and like from what I've noticed or what I've read on their like subreddit, like reddit.com, the Funimation app, like they have so many different. They have like a web app and they have a TV app and stuff. It's not performing too hot right now. Like what was it? 2 hours ago. Like I have keyboard commands on, and there's a visible watermark that says network error. Right? Like I don't know if you can read that, but it might be hard to read on screen sharing. But like it, it's just little things like that that doesn't make sense to me. Where like season 3 isn't loading. Like people just complaining, like can't change language on Funimation, certain episodes not loading. Like so I think they need a lot of help when it comes to just sort of improving the app and fixing bugs and stuff, especially
Right.
if they don't have a lot of developers. So
Do they have like a, like kind of like a more junior role, like where you got
I
like,
think so.
okay,
Because when we spoke and I was like, hey, I'm not that like senior, like what is it possible that I could still get a position here? And he says, just because you're not like a senior, even though you're going to be interviewing with us, we kind of gauge your experience and we kind of gauge like how we feel, and then based on that, we'll either like make a position for you or like try to fill a position that might be more suitable for you. So we'll see.
yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Seems like if they like you, like what you're doing, they'll find something for you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can you inspect that page and see like are they using React or what?
Yeah. Let's take a look. So it's Vue. Data V. The reason I assume it's Vue is just because I see all this. I see Data V, and
Oh,
I immediately think like Vue.js.
yeah, I think the quickest way, go to like once you go to inspect, go to the network tab and you probably got to refresh it and it'll tell you like, probably download the external scripts and all of that.
So they got Firebase here. Settings. What's this? Automation ID. Division.
So let me see. Let me pull this up. Network. Put my glasses on so I can see that.
JSON.
Funimation logo, PNGs. Let's look at the JS. Site library. Okay, I see they got jQuery in there.
There's a plugin that I had built with. I don't know if you ever use this one. It's called Built With.
No, I never use that. What does that do?
So I think What Runs is a better one, right? So if I add this to my Chrome and then I reload a website, it'll tell me all of the scripts that are on this page. It'll classify it.
Mm-hmm.
So like they use Bootstrap, they use Nginx, VWO, Google Tag Manager. Here's all the libraries that they use. It's Angular.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So they use Lodash, Moment.js, jQuery 2. Wow, that's old. Angular JS, async, BX slider. That's probably what this is. This is probably BX slider. And then all the ads and stuff.
Yeah, let me see if I can see the Angular script anywhere in here. Okay, base 64, man.
They left comments in here. I'll never forget what your boy said. He was like, don't what did he say? You shouldn't have comments in the code. If you see right here, continue watching items will render here. And then and so it's just I find it funny.
Yeah, you probably bring that up in an interview, like we
Closed
looked at
it. Yeah.
I kind of program the same way. Like if you look in the header, like how they got they use comments to break sections down.
Yeah.
I actually program like this because I hate like massive chunks of HTML that's not broken up.
Yeah. Like you don't know where things start and begin. I mean, start and end. Yeah.
Exactly. Like I must have. It feels like I worked with somebody here because I literally like break break things down like this. Like use comments to break down sections like that. Like literally the
Yeah.
same way. But that's weird.
That makes sense though. Like now that I see that they use Bootstrap, it makes sense now. I can see like how all of these are. Excuse me. All these like they share the same width and stuff, but like
Mhm.
they don't code any of their responsiveness, right? Like all this like column MD10 and like I bet you
Oh
there's
yeah.
columns here. Um, hold up. Oh, this is just data attribute. Oh yeah, here we go. This is their slider. This is what they're using BX for. This
Oh, okay.
BX wrapper. This what is it called? It's called BX
So
slider.
we're probably gonna have to. We probably should go into that source code to see how they make the slider. That'll be a fun little project to get into.
Yeah, yeah. And if I get the interview, I think it'd be cool to just be like, yeah, I took a look at your site, and you guys are using this, and you guys are using jQuery, and you know, just
Right.
kind of
I mean,
smart banner. What is smart
site
banner?
library here. Smart banner.min.js. Yeah. Okay. What is this doing? Yeah. What is smart banner? Let's search for that. And see what it's doing. Smart banner.min.js.
What is it? Customizable smart app banner.
GitHub.ains smart banner.
Oh, it's for when you view the site on mobile. So if I view this site, it's like
Okay.
when those sites tell you to download their app.
Yeah.
It's this. It's hold on. Let me see if I can get it to happen.
Populated smart banner is as easy as adding
It's
meta
this.
tags.
It's
Okay.
this banner here, and it takes me to get their app. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man, honestly, I think you should write down like all of the different, technologies, and when they interview you, you could say like, "Yeah, I looked at your source code, and I see that y'all are using Smart Banner to, make X, Y, Z pop up when you're in
Yeah.
mobile. Like,
Yeah.
I see y'all are using Angular as well, and you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, if you show that you literally know all of their technologies that they're using,
Yeah. It'll set me
that's
apart.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like I took the time to actually like look at the site and like play with it and or
Right.
like at least like try to come up with something myself. I think that'll be cool.
Add this underscore widget.js. What is this?
Add this.
Add this underscore widget.js.
Well, where did this come from? This came from
If you go to like you inspect and you go to
add this
network and
widget.
JS.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now.
I wonder, I don't see no, let's see. Let me just search Google for this. Add this, get more likes, shares, and followers. Okay. Turn
Turn
your
your visit.
visitors into engaged customers. Grow your
Oh,
web.
it's the I know what ad this is. It's like a little thing that shows up on the side. I wonder why I don't see it. It's something that shows up over here, right?
Okay.
And it says it's like, oh, do you want to share, right? It'll give you options for like Let me see if I can pull it up. Make it
Okay,
show
they got
because
a little video here.
yeah, watch video. Yeah, so this is like that Facebook, Twitter,
Okay.
Pinterest. Yeah, it's just a little sidebar thing, and you click on it, and then it lets you share whatever the URL is to other people.
Do they do what's the purpose of like using this as opposed to building it yourself? I guess analytics or something.
Probably analytics. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make that difficult to add.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Visitors, making sure your content can be shared all over the world. At this has more than just share buttons. Use follow, like, promotion, related posts to increase engagement. So it's like sharing on steroids. Like instead of just coming up with like the share stuff for yourself, like they probably just use this, and they probably have a dashboard that you can keep track of who's sharing what and all that stuff. This removes the tracking has that add this append what? Note WG. This removes the tracking has what? That doesn't make any sense.
Let me see. Okay, I changed pages.
Oh, they're based on Magento.
Well, what is Magenta?
Magento? It's a e-commerce platform.
Oh, okay. Get them by tag name, custom message menu, floating CSS layers, get counts counter, T plus P blank screen. Okay.
Damn, they do use jQuery. Man, I can't get away from it.
Right. I guess because they want to support older browsers like IE 11 and 10 and all of that.
What is this though? Why are you
which one?
ID, all this stuff. Higurashi. These are all anime names.
Oh,
this must be a loop.
Well, what did you open? What's the name of that file?
This is just the index page. I'm looking at the source of the index, and yeah, all this this reminds me of my job right now. It's like, oh, we're just printing it. Not a problem. No one's gonna check our source code.
That's index.html.
Yeah, it's under carousel payload. Oh, so they must have
I think they got server-side template. They're doing like server-side rendering.
Yeah, they're just looping through whatever they're looping through, and they're just spitting out the code. This is a global variable? Wow. They just doing the most. They don't care. They don't have this in document ready or nothing. They just
right.
Wow. That's crazy.
Let me see. Well, I mean, I guess if they're using Angular and they put it in like one of the lifecycle methods, then.
Oh, but because the lifecycle methods, they don't show up. They're not going to show up in the source code, right? It's just going
to. Yeah, because I think Angular, transpiles it into, kind of like what React does.
Got it. So what we see isn't necessarily what is going to show up on.
Yeah, like if you were to work on their app.
Yeah. That makes sense.
How did you get to there? What did you do? You just inspect it?
Yeah, I just go right click on the index page and I just go to view source.
Oh, okay. Let me see. View page source. Oh, okay. Meta name description, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I see those OG tags.
Yeah, that's for like sharing on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they use Bootstrap, font awesome. Wow, this reminds me of UCLA coding bootcamp days.
So they got a IIFE here.
The iffy. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right here for this GDPR.
Yeah.
What's this? IAB script is used for opting out of ad track. Oh yeah, yeah. You have to offer this for customers nowadays, right? Where
Oh,
like
yeah.
we have something similar on our site where if I log in and I don't have the cookie. Oh no, this is my actual. If I go here, see this? Like we're supposed to be able to if the customer isn't new or if the customer is new to the site and they don't have a certain cookie or whatever, you have to show some type of banner. Like if you're in
Okay.
California, that says
Yeah.
like we use cookies to track and stuff.
I'm kind of surprised that this isn't like minified or uglified.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder why.
I like how they're I like the how the HTML looks. It's clean. Like I kind of like break things down like this. Like use comments to break sections down. It's
Yeah,
like this is easy to read.
yeah. You know where things start and end.
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool. Window.promise, and then they just include this EX6 Primus library, the Fetch library. That's cool.
Okay, no script. Okay, Google Tag Manager. That's if you want to insert
Yeah.
like script tags.
Mm-hmm. Smart banner. Start smart banner. What is smart banner?
Terms of
Smart banner.
use.
What is this? Smart banner.
To
Oh, smart banner's there. I remember now. Yeah, that's the app.
yeah. Okay. If user data can custom dimensions, customer type equals repeat or new. Okay, if user data dot subscription for subscription frequency equals user data dot subscription frequency.
They got
This is
schema data. That's cool. I got experience with that.
header.
They
Okay.
they use VWO. This sounds just like where I'm already working right now.
Right. Yeah, it seems like a lot of companies they reuse a lot of the same things, but they just kind of like add their little twist to it.
Yeah.
But it
Like,
makes sense. There's no point in wasting time and effort redeveloping what's already there.
yeah, exactly. It's like you'd rather just like okay, we'd use VWO for I gotta write that on my resume. I didn't I need to make a point of that to like say that I had to have experience with A/B testing, like
It
using
looks like they're
VWO,
using Angular 1, like Angular JS.
like the first one.
Yeah, because if you look, you see like ng scope, ng dash controller,
Yeah,
uh, like subscription controller as VM. That's Angular 1.
is that good or bad? I don't know.
I mean, it's better than what you're doing now.
You're like, you know what? You're going from one one crappy website to a less crappier website, but
Like I love the new Angular just because it's more like it's more organized.
right.
But this is good to just get you off of to get you into a actual framework as opposed
Yeah,
to
as opposed to what I'm doing now. So
right.
just running a store. Yeah, I hear you. Damn, there's no word
Script.
wrap.
Okay, let's see. It seems like they're using it's like server side render. There's what I mean, SSR.
Yeah, yeah, like they're rendering something on the server and just spitting it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Because I don't, if you look in the network tab, there's nothing, no JSON object coming in that like
right. On
look
every
like.
click. Yeah, it's like on every click, some type of JSON object is coming back. Yeah, I think initially, it seems like they're getting it seems like initially they're getting like whatever's in that payload is what they get like from the jump, and then
this is definitely SSR. Like if you look at look at the JS, or actually look at the XHR when you inspect.
what I expect.
Yeah, inspect and then
From network.
yeah, look at like hit up XHR and then refresh and see if a JSON object comes in.
Yeah, nothing comes back.
Yeah, so yeah, that's definitely SSR.
Yeah, I think so, because if I look up, like, let's say I go here and let's say I got this is their slider.
That might be a good question for you to ask them. Like, yeah, I looked into the source code of your site. What made y'all do SSR as opposed to, getting,
Yeah,
sending a
as opposed
JSON,
to grabbing it like initially, right? Because I think if I go to Hulu, and we go look at the network tab and we hit refresh here.
Because I think for me personally, like sending the JSON, the data separately helps with debugging. Because
Right, but when I think in prod, right? Like, I think it might be. What do you think about this? Like, okay, so if all you're loading is just images, right? Like, why wait to okay? What I'm trying to say is this initial loading, like that whole loading phase, and then the fade in effect, that covers the
image
API
loading.
call, right? That covers that initial load, right? So regardless of how long it takes for the site to load, like you have that in between state, right, where everything is gray,
Mm-hmm.
and then it fades in, like after the payload like comes back. So like we did something similar with that subscription portal that I built on our website, right? We had like this in between phase, like you're loading, and then once you get your data, then you just show. See, it's like, okay, we have our data. Okay, boom, show the information, but
Mm-hmm.
only after you've made that API call.
Yeah, I
So
think they do that to keep like just to hide the load and to keep the user engaged with something visual.
yeah, 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 I think so. Yeah, but I don't know how I feel about this look. It's I find it odd that you go from having this like catalog here, it starts here, but it hangs over off of here over here, and then as you scroll, then it sort of moves to the right. Like, why not have it be infinite, where if I hit left, I
Right.
can go to the
You go the
back.
other way.
Yeah, and then like I
Yeah, you gotta kind of like scroll through a
yeah,
bunch if you want to get to a certain thing. Like if you want to get
yeah,
to the last movie, then you have to go all the way through that long list.
right. And it's like,
Is there
let me
like
see
a
how
text view?
a
Like
text view.
yeah, like instead of having to scroll through all of those images, it just like lists, like lists the name of
Oh,
the
just
thing.
list it out. Um, that's a good question. If I go here, go to new releases, it lists it out like this. I mean, that's okay, but like,
Yeah, maybe honestly, like I would say, like bring that point up in the interview. Like
yeah,
honestly, like this is what I would improve. Make this carousel like bi-directional. Like you can go from the first to the last movie by clicking left, and then vice versa.
Or even do like a test, because if they're running VWO, it won't be hard to have a second, like just to come up with a test that says, all right, version A has the infinite scroll left and right, and version B just has that right arrow, and then you just keep track of the clicks that go from, excuse me, you keep track of those clicks, right, that go from left to right, and then run that for a week and see, what comes out on top.
Like you say what they're using for that carousel, right?
Yeah, it's called they're using BX slider. They're using this.
Okay, yeah, what you can do is like on Code Sandbox or something, make like a little dummy site.
Yeah.
And then actually implement like the slider. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to have a bi-directional support.
Yeah. Well, it has bi-directional support out the box. It looks like.
Right.
Like, but why remove it? Right. Like, I guess like looking at Hulu, they don't have bi-directional support, right? Because you gotta know. I guess you gotta have to know that you're at the beginning. And
right.
like, how would you signify like you're at the beginning of a list?
I mean, I guess you could put like a some kind of little image, like a little thing that hover over the first one.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. I think
I would say,
yeah.
Yeah, maybe ask them about like, why don't y'all have bi-directional support? And this is how I would quickly add it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Honestly,
Well,
I'll say like like I'll say like write these questions, like these questions down, like all the libraries are using, etc. And then kind of like write these points down so that once you go in the interview, you'll be ready to go with that.
With questions, yeah, I will. I'm gonna take a deeper look in the site and like see what I see and just like play around with it, because
open up a video and let's see what they're using. Like, what kind of player are they using?
Good idea. Yeah. So
I mean, that's kind of like the core of their
the core of their. Yeah, I hear you. So they're using. Whoa. Datadog.
Yeah, see all the streaming coming in.
Yeah, so I guess they must like. This is like blasting in my ear. Datadog.rum. So I guess they must have split the video into like
that's streaming,
like packets, and then like, well, this is spoilers. I have no idea what's going on.
So it actually looks like they're using polling.
Yeah, I've only heard of it. I've never actually used it, but I'm assuming that like they don't force like a giant MP4 file down, right? And they sort of like feed it to you like in pieces.
Yeah, yep. That's basically streaming. You know the difference between like polling and like WebSockets.
Nah, polling sockets.
Okay, yeah. Well, actually, I see Octet Stream, so they might be using WebSockets. Like polling is, you just hammer the API endpoint over and over. Like you do like a set interval, and you get yeah. So whereas WebSockets is kind of like the connection is open and two-way, and you don't have to keep on hitting the API over and over. Like the server can actually push data down. So Octet Stream. Yeah, let's see what they're using for.
Well, they got a blob here, and I know that like from my limited understanding, I know that blobs are usually what they send down for like video files.
Yeah, blob is
but
pretty much like a generic that I believe is like a maybe binary. I mean, let me look it up. So like huge files are typically sent down as
byte
blob.
sequence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
binary large object, typically images, audio, or other multimedia objects. Okay, that makes sense.
blob URLs can only be generated internally by the browser. URL create object will create a special reference to the blob or file object, which later can be released using URL revoke. These these URLs can only be used locally in the single instance and in the same session.
You have a subscription to Funimation, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's probably why you
Yeah.
can see the shows.
Um.
All right, let me see.
Here,
Okay, never mind. I
I think
got
they
it.
let you view.
Okay, yeah, let me see what they're doing for video playing. Um,
What? Let me actually see.
okay, they're using an iframe.
Are they? I see a video frame.
Yeah, for me, I see an iframe.
I see. I see video. Video. They have a poster here, and they have a source, but the source
Video.
is like this must be a blob. Yeah, blob, HTML, Funimation, and then whatever this generated key is,
Okay,
538C.
Funimation.com. Okay, here's the video right here. The video element.
Yeah,
This is nested inside this div. Okay. What scripts are they using?
Font Awesome, Nginx, Pinterest, Modernizer, jQuery.
You know what Modernizer is for?
I think it's to add support for the older browsers, right? Like IE, like IE if it doesn't have support for HTML5 tags and stuff.
It's more like feature detection. So, it doesn't necessarily add those in, but it just like detects whether this or that browser has that feature.
Hmm.
So, like, okay, does it support this feature? And then, like, I believe you have to use your own polyfill to fill that in.
Got it. Okay. So it's almost like you're doing a check for the that the browser can support this, and if
Right.
they can, then use this, then use something else. You give it fallback. Like if browser is older browser, use this, and if it's not, then use something else.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So they tell you what's there and what's missing, and they leave it up to you to supply the missing things.
Okay.
So
That
if
makes
you
sense.
so if you see like these little polyfill JSs, that's what that's for.
Okay. I'm
Okay, and
taking note of that.
Firebase. Okay, that's cool. Firebase. So that's for like Firebase is pretty much if you don't want to roll your own like server side code.
Yeah. Is that where they're pulling their data from? You think so? Fire. Let me see.
Yeah. Yeah, I literally see Firebase app.js. So
Right. So I
I don't know.
wonder if
Yeah, I don't know if they're running their video code through that or whatever, but they're using this in some capacity.
yeah, they gotta be. But I wonder like
What is IMA 3 close 3.js closure?
yeah, they must have like dang, prefetch. Wow, what's all this prefetching?
Datadog rum.js.
Oh, let me look up that. Data dog cloud monitoring as a service. Monitoring a service, databases, tools, and and services through a SaaS-based data analytical platform.
Okay, interesting. Country.js, SN Spark, Analytics, EN, Evidon, Banner, version async, Pixel.js.
What is this?
Fetch, blah. Yeah, what is that? Datadog?
Datadog looks like, just I think it looked, from what I've seen, it may just be like a data layer, like to keep track of like their cloud streaming.
Datadog-rum.js. Okay, let's see what this is. Rum browser monitoring. Okay, here we go. Datadog real user monitoring enables you to visualize and analyze the real-time performance and user journeys of your application's individual users.
Yeah, so it's like real-time analytics, but for I guess is what they use alongside Google Analytics.
Right. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so that's why if you look at XHR, you keep on getting these little requests. I guess it's sending back data. Like,
yeah,
kind of like watching the user.
Yeah, it's probably how they keep track of like, okay, hey, this show is having problems. We're having problems loading this show. We're having problems like loading this or whatever.
Right.
That way they don't have to like personally go there themselves. Like they could just look at their data layer and be like, all right, we're having issues with streaming episode 24 of Naruto or whatever, right?
Right.
Like, you could look at it at a high level without getting like, okay, let me log in to my test account. Let me click around and go to this, like to like, you don't, it's like QA almost, but the data is just given to you.
So let me see, how is the video coming in?
Right. That's what I'm curious of too. It's got to be through that blob.
Yeah.
Right. But
Now, I wonder if they're using like, polling or WebSockets. That's okay. So it's a bunch of XHR requests. Yeah. Let's see. All right, here we go. Request URL. Okay, request method get status code 206 partial content. Let's see. So it's coming from Amazon S3.
oh, so they host all their files on Amazon?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Where are you seeing that?
Like go to like the XHR, and then when the video's playing, just click on one of them and look at the request.
Really? Because let me see something. I'm playing the video.
Yeah, so click on one of those.
One of the Datadog or no? Oh, the XHR.
One that says 206.
This is 206.
Like a response code of 206. It's like a partial. Then if you look at the request, it says server Amazon S3. It looks like they got an Amazon conference ID or something. CFID, Amazon, POP. Okay, so it's using AES 256 encryption for the server side.
Ah, okay. I see what you're saying now.
Okay, so actually that's the response that's telling me it's a Amazon S3. So when we do a request, you see accept, that's saying accept all any type that the server wants to send back. Accept encoding, identity, accept language. Okay, English. Connection, keep alive. Okay. So once the connection is open, it
They
doesn't
keep
just
it
go.
open for every, yeah. So it must be, they must keep it open per session, right? So once you close the tab, they probably terminate the session.
Well, I think the connection, keep alive is, like when you initiate with the server, it opens up a connection. It doesn't immediately close it. So you're not constantly like opening and closing
Right.
connection to the server. It just keeps it open and allows y'all to communicate back and forth.
Oh, that's why you could just keep getting blob data down from the server without opening up another request.
So security mode, okay, course. No, I mean fetch mode, course, blah blah blah, typical stuff. Query string parameters, key pair ID, policy. Yeah, if you want to see that policy, you can actually do like base 64 decrypt. So let me see what is there. Actually base 64 decode. So if you look, do you see where it says hold up. It looks like it closed that thing I was looking at. Okay, here we
The
go.
policy is EYJT.
Yeah,
Yeah, this.
like in a new window, open up, type in Google, go do like base 64 decode, and just paste that in there, and you can actually see like what is.
Statement, resource, Funimation, store, condition, date list. I'm gonna dump this into VS Code.
Epoch time, date greater than ASW epoch time.
Date less than epoch time. Epoch time. Epoch time? What is that? Epoch. Epoch.
Yeah, try pasting that number in. I guess that's the range.
Oh, that's right now. Is it? Within an hour. Epoch time.
Okay, I think that's basically like saying your token or your whatever is alive for an hour before it expires, something like that.
Right. Right. 4:10 a.m. tomorrow. Your time zone. The GMT is tomorrow. Oh, no, that's whatever time it is based on GMT. But right now, it'll expire around 9:10. So yeah, about an hour. Relative in an hour. Okay.
What is that? There's something else like a signature beneath that. Let's see what that is. Okay, no, that's not base 64. Okay. Out.key. Okay, yeah, looks like this content is coming in encrypted.
What the stream?
Yeah, the little chunks. I'm guessing it is, but if you go to preview, it's like a bunch of different little characters. E-tag. E-tag.
I wonder if
Okay, server-side encryption, AES 256. Let me see. Advanced encryption standard. Okay.
interesting.
Let me see. Can video streaming be done with polling? video.
Oh, look at that.
What happened?
Did I download it? No. I think I downloaded the blob.
No, okay.
No, I thought I could rip the MP4 from the URL, but or like using a plugin.
Right.
But like whatever it's reading, it reads the file at like a gigabyte. So if I hit start, it'll be like preparing, and then I'll try and play it, but I can't play it.
I think that would actually be an interesting little project, like make a little mini video streaming application. I'm kind of curious. Like I haven't really delved super deeply into the server side with streaming.
Yeah, just to understand, like, okay, like they're using this because of this, and they're using that, just like how we're doing right now, right? Just like peeking around and like
Right.
understanding like the mime type and keep alive and
Yeah, so like if they ask like, or if you were talking to them and like kind of like explaining what you were looking around and viewing, like what would you say? Like, oh, I checked this out on your site. I see y'all use XYZ.
yeah. So like initially I'd be like, okay, I checked out your homepage. I decided to check out the website. So I registered an account and I checked out the homepage first and noticed that you guys use Bootstrap. Then I asked them, why do you use Bootstrap versus like actually rolling like mobile for CSS yourself?
Right.
What do you do in cases where maybe Bootstrap doesn't support like those in between states, right? There's what if you find a media query that doesn't look right? Like how do you handle those media queries, right? Those one-off resolutions. And then also, I took a look at your video streaming platform, like tried to understand like where like how you guys were doing server-side rendering, how you guys might possibly be using Angular to have these components that sort of just ingest data. And then
I would emphasize that they're using Angular JS. Like it seems like you're using Angular JS. Like you could ask them, like, is this like? Well, I'm sure they've been around for a long time. So probably when they created this, like, do y'all have any? You can ask them, like, do y'all have any plans to migrate? Yeah, to Angular 2 through 12.
Yeah. Yeah. See if they have any plans to do that, and like what are you guys aware of the bugs? They probably are aware of like the bugs that are already there, like on the Apple TV app and the mobile app and stuff. But how do you guys keep track of all the bugs? Right? How do you guys prioritize one bug versus another?
Right.
And what are sprints like also? So
I would say, like, you got to kind of like also talk about how you can add value. Like, I pick up frameworks fairly quickly. I haven't particularly worked with XYZ framework, but it's kind of like my previous job where I didn't have any Shopify or PHP experience, and I had to learn those technologies. You got to kind of like if you don't fit their exact tech stack, you have to demonstrate that I can pick this up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like that's how I got that job at AT&T. Like they wanted a React developer, but I had Angular experience. So I had to kind of like explain things in the like the terminology of Angular and say, I haven't, React isn't really that different from Angular. I don't have a ton of React experience, but I can pick it up quickly,
Right. Yeah. And I think that's something I need to emphasize, and like also like just emphasize my strengths going in. to this interview, especially if I get to the point where it's another 2 to 3 hour session and I'm meeting with 6 or 7 different people, right? I need to be able to emphasize like my strengths overall versus just finding somebody that versus like somebody seeing my resume or just seeing me and be like, okay, well, he doesn't know Angular or he doesn't know React.
Right.
He's coming from a Shopify background.
React, right?
Yeah, I'm practicing my React stuff, so it's not like I'm totally, off my game. But it's like what I have to fight against is the stigma of like, oh, he has Shopify experience. Like, what is he doing? Trying to jump into video streaming? Like, how is he going to be able to handle that? It doesn't. Those two don't.
Well, I would say like you have to showcase your personal React projects. Like, even though my job doesn't use it, I'm an avid learner in my free time. And here's a site that I made with React. Yeah, like make a little video streaming demo. Why don't you make that your little project? Yeah. Like, make a Express.js / React MERN stack program where you're trying to actually stream a video.
Yeah, I think so. I think that'll be it. That'll work. Because if I go in there with nothing, or if I go in there and I try to use what I have, I might just end up in the same situation where if somebody that's just a stronger candidate comes in,
right,
I might lose.
Yeah, they might be able to get you on the React technicalities or Angular JS technicalities, where you would stand out as like, I've actually taken the time to create a demo of kind of like what y'all are doing.
I think that's it. That's the wave. And even like posting it on LinkedIn as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Like today I started messing around with React. Here's what I got in day 1. Then like day 2, I added these features and like have like a little demo, like videos and stuff. And then just like every day, just like, okay, today I worked on this and I got this done. And today I got this done. So that'd be cool. I just got to make sure it's not during the day. I can't post videos during the day. I gotta like keep it after hours. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, you gotta respect your current job's time.
Yeah. It's cool. Yeah. I'm working on some interesting stuff over there too.
So I'm not totally bored. Something new to keep you like stimulated.
Yeah. This is cool. I'm glad that they got back to me. I had to knock on HR's door. Like I ended up messaging the VP of engineering back in March, and then didn't get a response back until now. But it was only after I messaged VP of engineering in March, the head of HR reached out to me.
Right.
And she's an African-American woman. She was like, it's always nice to just connect with people and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. So we connected. And then I didn't really talk to her, since then. And then I pinged her out of the blue last week or a week before that. And I was like, hey, are you guys like open to positions? And she checked out my profile, didn't say anything. It's like, all right, well, that's cool. Ghost, I got ghosted. No problem. And then what was it? The VP of engineering hit me up again and was like, hey, like he hit me up today and was like, hey, we're hiring. Are you interested? Are you still looking? And I was like, yeah. I'll I'm not gonna say no to take the shot.
Right. I would say, man, maybe you'll reach back out to her and, just kind of ask her, like, like, what do y'all often hire, like, mid-level developers, or, you know what I mean? Kind of get some information, like.
Right. Well, when I talked with Tony, he said like even though the positions are just like they're ridiculous, right? They ask for all this stuff. It's not
Right.
like he's like, we just use that to gauge your experience and to find a role that fits your level. So
Right.
even though like some of these positions might be asking for like 5 years of experience, 7 years of experience,
Yeah.
8 years of experience, like apply anyway, and then we'll find a role that fits you.
Right. If they could
So
see, like, this guy likes to learn, he could be a contributor.
yeah,
Honestly, man, I would say just focus on creating that video app. Like, that would be you immediately demonstrating, like, hey, I can learn really quickly, and like, you can walk them through, like, hey guys, I created this video streaming app. This is what I learned. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah. And I think I should do it through Code Sandbox, because if I do it like locally and I try to like deploy it or whatever, it may not pan out too well. I think like going through Code Sandbox, recording a short video, like on changes and stuff, or like having even like writing up like, today I learned this. Like, boom, check it out. Here's a link. Today I added this to the project. Check it out. Here's a link. And then just like demo it that way.
Right.
Like that way, people who want to see it can like physically go to the site and like click around and like check it out, versus like having to sit through a video, right, of me demonstrating and like what do you think? Like, do you feel like it's better to demo it, like just to give a link, or is it better to give a write up and a link, or is it better to do the write up, link, and a video?
I would say, honestly, it's best to have a demo that they could just go directly to the site and see the app themselves. You know what I mean? And then, I would say probably a video. People are more inclined to, I don't know if people really like reading long, drawn out,
Yeah. I wasn't gonna like make it like super drawn out, but like just be like, hey, today I did boom, 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 and like to be like short and sweet. Like added, like users can now favorite shows, right? Boom, that's it.
Right.
And then here's the write up here's a link to how I did it, and then like then I can get into all the nitty gritty, or shoot, maybe I could even. I'm thinking about it right now. Like, it might be better
focus
just
on
do the
the video streaming first. Like, streaming a video from like a Node.js backend.
Yeah.
Because all the other stuff is fairly trivial. Like, okay, here's a little heart that you can click on, or so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you could show like you actually implemented your own little mini video streaming site, then that'll be really impressive. I actually might look into that myself, man. Like, I get kind of bored of making the same
code applications.
Yeah, like little. It's pretty much, the modern web is pretty much boxes, like divs colored this way, and a bunch of forms.
Yep. It's just you just spin it differently, and it's new and blah blah blah, but it's all just clicking a button, verifying data, going here, going there. It's nothing really. Once you solve one problem, you can take that solution and just spin it and then solve a different problem.
Right. You just like doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah. I just don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna get video streaming right now. Like, I have like I've done it with MP4 files, right? Where like you host an MP4 file and you link the video player to it, but I don't know how I would like trickle in that that MP4 file versus just downloading it completely. Like,
yeah, I was like, just I know they got articles out there like how to do video streaming.
yeah,
There's actually one person on my list. I think she works at Disney or something, and she does streaming. I don't know if I ever be able to find her name because it's like I got like 3,000 connections on LinkedIn.
right.
Like if I see her post anytime recently, I'll just send you her profile and maybe you can ask her for like pointers. Like, hey, I see you do video streaming. How did you get into that? Can you redirect me to some resources or something? Actually, maybe do a search on LinkedIn for anybody that
is
has
video
worked.
streaming.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I might do that. I'm reading through an article right now, but it looks like they it looks like they have videos as segments, and then they just download.
Yeah, so like what happens is you remember how back in the day, like early on in the web, you have to completely download a full video
Before
before
you
you're
can play
able to
it.
watch it.
Yeah,
And then they started coming out with stuff like Real Player or whatever, like
yeah,
a streaming video player. It
yeah.
kind of broke down the video into like chunks and sent those chunks down. So if your connection failed, you don't have to
You know,
re-download the whole video.
yeah. So then, really, I'm not download. So then, really, I'm not hosting the whole video online. You're hosting like
Well,
that same video chopped
like
up.
what happens is you actually have the whole video on your server, but when you're sending it down to the client, you're sending it down in pieces so that if something fails, they don't have to re-download the whole video and they can kind of watch it ahead of time. So, like I'm guessing like really when it really breaks down to it, everything in the computer is ones and zeros, you know what I mean? So the blob is essentially like the ones and zero representation of whatever. And,
Right,
that's how video, you have a bunch of ones and zeros,
right.
and this is a video, this represents a video. So you just break that huge file of ones and zeros into like, however many pieces, say like 1,000,000 pieces, and you start sending it down in chunks. So that's
Yeah.
what ends up happening. Like try searching for Node.js or Express.js video streaming app, and I'm sure they got a sample project out there.
Yeah, this guy has like a, what is it? This is a 12-minute video, but then he's, see, video path.mp4, file sync, file size, chunk size. Oh,
Yeah,
so
so
he,
if you see chunk size, it's pretty much them streaming it.
yeah, so he's,
Like the video is a MP4 on the server, you know what I
right.
mean? So
Can you hear my screen or no?
no, I don't hear anything.
Yeah, so he's basically saying like you're telling Node to read the file at this path from this start the range, the start range, and then this end range, and then so he's made chunks based on this one times whatever this exponent is. So he's come up with a math value of like read this stream from this second start time to this second start time. And so like after getting the video and making the request and finding the ranges, he's basically just coming up with like, okay, read this file from X millisecond to, or X second to this second. And
yeah, I think your headset went out. I can't hear you.
no, because I'm sorry, I stopped talking, but like stopped at 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, does he have a sample project where you can actually like test it out? Like a little GitHub project that you know?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would say download that and recreate it and try to explain everything you did. Like during the recreation of this, I learned that, if you don't understand a certain term, like what is a chunk, and then research that and be able to, elaborate on it. Like you almost have to talk to yourself. Like, okay, a chunk is X, Y, Z. A chunk is a piece of a whole file.
Mm-hmm.
And, and the purpose of a chunk is, X, Y, Z.
Yeah. I feel like this is a wait, so then I'm gonna have to go. Oh, hold up. Let me see. It's been so long since I've wait, what the, hold up. Downloads here. CD. Uh-oh. No such thing. What? Why can't I do npm install? Do I not have? I don't think I have Node. Do I not have Node? Wow, it's been that long.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you better get that going.
Oh no, I do have Node. Okay. I did npm install. Let me do npx install. Not determine executable to run. What? If I download this video, if I download this repository and it sees this package.json, if I just do npm install.
I don't think you're sharing the code screen. I see the video.
Oh, hold up. If I go to share, stop screen, share. Yeah, so if I go here, right, this is the video, this is this guy's repo, right? And he's got this package.json, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Try doing an npmi. I mean, there's only like 2 packages there. Actually, open up the terminal and type in npm -v. See like what version of npm you have. You go back to Visual Studio Code real quick, and you see where it says terminal up top.
Oh, in terminal. Yeah. So yeah. I did npm.
Okay. Yeah, do npm -v. Let's see. Okay, 2.20. Yeah, now just type npmi.
How the fuck didn't it work? Okay, I'm not gonna. 6 vulnerabilities. That's probably because it's super old, I'm guessing. Do I have
some of those. I mean, you don't have to technically. This is just like a test project, so you don't have to really worry about that. And then you can run npm run start or ng. No, not ng. npm start actually.
Yeah, just npm start. And then
Yep.
I go localhost 3000, right? No, server runs on what?
Look, go back inside the code and look at the server
3000.
.js. And yeah, scroll all the way down. Okay, port 3000, right?
Yeah,
3000.
hit npm
Oh,
3000.
okay, let's look at that route that he has there.
Oh, you know what? The route's
No.
probably slash video. Huh.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, but then why?
Cannot read property. What does that say?
Replace of undefined server line
Okay.
13.
So yeah, let's look at line 13, range dot replace. So range isn't coming. Headers, request dot headers dot range. Mm, okay, so the header's not sending
So
down a header called range.
right. So if I just console log rec and then hit refresh here,
Yeah, actually all you gotta do is save because it got that node mon, so it automatically reloads the server on change. Okay. So
I'm not sending down any headers. Oh, there's more data here. That's res. Let me just console log rec dot
like
headers.
on this GitHub that you have, does it show like how to run the project? Like, does it have any commentary on it? Or
Nah, it's just this here.
oh, okay. What about the article? Oh, it's a video.
Video.
Yeah, let's see if does he pull a site up or
He's
anything?
running an index.html,
Okay,
but
that's probably
that's probably why. That's weird. So he uses this index. He uses this to
yeah. I see. Okay,
make
you
his
see.
call. Got it. So then he doesn't directly go to the video. This
Yeah,
okay. This file pings video, and based on that ping, just like the Funimation app, based on this, the server just responds with
take a look at the network and let's see like what it's doing. Is it like how is that working?
so
Is it like the same thing as a Funimation? Or that's what I'm kind of
yeah.
curious.
See that? 206, 206, 206.
Okay, yeah, let's play the video. Okay. Well, I guess since that video is so small, it just
Yeah.
sends it in
But
3 chunks.
watch this. If I was to download an episode of anime,
Actually, I don't think that video is like fully. Yeah, let's try a bigger one.
um, I wonder how long it's gonna take. I actually should have. I don't
Yeah,
want to put the plug in.
let's look at the in the meanwhile, let's look at the headers and all of that stuff that's being sent down each of those chunks.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look too crazy, right? Like request headers is */*. It's doing that keep alive thing again. The host is localhost. The range. Oh, I got the file.
Yeah, do a search on connection keep alive. Let's like really make sure we get the terminology correct.
Why is this skipping taking forever? Interesting. Okay. What were we saying?
Do a search on connection keep alive and make sure like we're using the correct terminology. You don't want to get in front of the interviewer and kind of like
and be confident, and they'd be like, no.
Right.
Yeah, connection general header controls whether the network connection stays open after the current transaction finishes. If the value sent is keep alive, the connection is persistent and not closed.
It doesn't close and allows for subsequent requests to the same server to be done.
Oh, so it's like yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, because it's just more for like speed purposes. So like every time you send a request, it's not opening a connection, closing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna change the video to well, and I'm gonna change.
How long is the code?
Which one? The server?
Yeah, it looks like fairly short.
It's just one endpoint. He just sets up Express FS, which I'm guessing is what is that? File server? File system?
No, file system, yeah. Oh, okay. It's coming from, I guess what it's doing is reading off of your file system and then streaming.
It's reading the file, just streaming it to the browser.
Right. Okay, so response right header, send the status code of 200.
What the heck happened here? Why? Demo.
Well, you probably gotta change that in the index.html.
There's nothing to change though, because it's going to video. All I did was change the file name,
and it's not sending anything.
It freaked out.
What kind of file is the other one?
They're both MP4s. Yeah.
Try opening that locally and see if that if that didn't get corrupted or not. Like, see if you can play that locally, the one you just downloaded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me stop the server and start it again. I don't know if that'll do anything, but it's worth a shot.
Yeah, I might as well try.
Close this. I got too many. All right. Terminated. Yes. Clear. MP start. Starting node server. Is it started?
Yeah, it should be.
Other 206 partial content. I wonder if it has to do with the
It's probably so large and it's sending huge chunks down or something. It's taking a long time to download.
Yeah. Let me see.
Try getting like a small, short MP4.
Okay. Oh, what is it? Dang it! What is that? 3D. There it is. When I was first looking into like jQuery and stuff, there's this bunny video that kept coming up, and I never really understood like why. But like this video used to be everywhere for like jQuery MP4 players or video players.
Right. I think it's kind of like 10 minutes long, ain't it?
Yeah, but that's fine. I think it's better than the short clip that let's see, 720p is fine.
Let's see.
It's 100 megs. That's cool. All right, demo. I'm gonna delete this. .500 error. Yeah, it's because it doesn't see the file. So it must have been downloading the file, but it's so big.
Right.
I wonder what this does then. If the chunk size.
Yeah, let's just try with this new video and see what it does. Well, I think the problem was that video is so big, and I'm not sure what the chunk size that you're sending down. It's probably trying to send down a huge chunk, but it's taking too long.
Right. Because this video is 2 minutes long. Right? So how do we manipulate the chunk size? That's the question. Like, how do we make it so that it just sends down like super small chunks, regardless of the video size?
Yeah, let's test this new video out at first and see if that's like the actual issue. Like, can we actually play this and then
Yeah,
kind of invest?
see this plays. Oh, you know what? It may have been the video.
Right.
It may have. I think I see what you're saying. It may have been corrupted because this seems fine.
Right.
Yeah, and you can see it's downloading the chunks.
There it goes. Yep.
Yep, 206, and then. But then, how does the interval work? Like, even though I'm downloading chunks, right? Like, write head 206 headers, create read stream, pipe res.
This probably has something to do with that content range and accept range. Like, so, like the content link is the link of the blob, like how many ones and zeros and all of that is. And okay, start, end, and then video.
Oh, right. Yeah. Content range bytes start to end / video size. That's the range. Right heads, stream.
Yeah, click on one of those videos and let's see what let's look at subsequent ones and see like the the start and end range and see if the next one picks up where the
right. Yeah, so content range is 10 whatever. This is the byte range out of whatever this total is. So
okay.
this is the total right here.
So yeah, let's see if the next chunk is like one greater, like.
Yeah, the next range is always one greater, like 21, 22.
Okay,
21.
so yeah.
Yeah, so 20, 21, 21, 22. So it's like it's getting that one 1 million. I don't know what the range is, but it's like
Yeah,
so my
okay.
content length is 1 chunk size.
Okay, so the content linked on each one is the same, right? So it's sending. I can't really see that number, but it looks like it's sending chunks of like 1 million or something.
Yeah, so the
million and one.
Like, right. So the Range. That's range.
Go back to that code real quick and look at content range.
Right. So
Okay, so content range.
bytes start minus
So
end.
start, yeah, end, and then video size. That's
Right.
video size. Okay, so that's start minus end slash video size.
Right. And the video size is whatever stat sync video path dot size. So
Okay, that chunk size, what is that? What is that? I can't really see it that clear.
one times one easy
To the sixth power.
6. Yeah.
Okay, so that's one with I
Billion.
think 6 zeros after, right?
Yeah.
So
So
what is that one? That's a million.
a million. So
Each
what if
chunk is a
we
million.
right? So then what if we lower this? If we lower this,
Yeah, the
then
chunks will
it
be
will send
smaller.
more. The chunks will be smaller. It'll
It's gonna
force it. Yeah.
hit the
So,
server more frequently. So
yeah. So I'm thinking, like let's say if we make this smaller at 3, and then if we set this at 3,
no, that's gonna hammer the server. But yeah, try it out. I bet you it will.
but then how do you? What I'm trying to understand is how
Because
do you?
if you do it for 3, it's sending down only 1,000 bytes each time.
Right. Oh wow, that's gonna okay, that's not good.
Yeah, you see, it's hammering the server.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So 6 is appropriate.
Right.
But then the thing is how do larger movies come down pipes?
Well, it just keeps on sending down chunks of a million and a million, a million, a million. I think the other video was just like corrupted, or
It
they
was
probably
probably
got some
just
kind of,
corrupted.
actually not corrupted. They probably got some kind of encryption or something, like you
Maybe.
can't restream their video. You know what I mean?
Nope. Fucking ads. Hold on. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. It's like they don't want you to be able to restream or download their stuff, and then because we can do it with the 20-second, a 10-minute video is fine. 20-minute video.
Like, where did you get that other video from? Funimation?
I tried to get it from Funimation, but they ended
No.
up like not blocking me, but like it just didn't. Hold on, I'm trying to.
They probably have some kind of technology in there where you can't just like, somebody just can't take their videos and restream it.
Yeah. I forgot who does that. I think Walt Disney does that, where if you turn on a screen recorder or something, the browser blacks out
Did a stream?
the stream. It makes the screen black.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I mean, so at a very basic level, you're able to stream video, just build on top of this. Like, you got the index.html there.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
So, I mean, you can even take Angular 2 and build an app on that, or React, whatever you're familiar with.
Might have to go with Angular. Like if that's what they're going with, I might have to go with it.
Right.
Yeah. I might have to do that. We'll see. Damn, this is taking forever. What the heck? Man, but this is cool. Overall, I like the I like this platform. Like StreamYard seems to be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
Like
pretty good, man. Yeah, we got to
share your.
keep on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll say, yeah, we should definitely keep up with this, and if we start gaining traction, people start watching.
Yeah,
Uh,
we
yeah, I'll
we
probably
build a community.
right. We got to start saying stuff like, click the like button and subscribe. All of
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Like hit likes, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Yeah, all that. Like you have to build up engagement and stuff, which is cool.
Yeah, I probably
Yeah,
need to give me a. I don't know if I want to just buy a webcam immediately, but I think I might have to.
they're not expensive, man. Like they're really not. Like I think Black Fridays are on the corner, right?
Right.
And I didn't even know until you mentioned it. But I might get one. I might get a
Yeah,
webcam.
you might have to get you one of those like little lights too, those little ring lights.
Maybe. Like I got plenty of light up here already,
Okay.
but I might maybe if I do like face-to-face videos, more face-to-face videos,
Right.
like but that's all in time. Like right now I'm just
Yeah, just getting
oh,
started. Like, how do you get the super chat stuff going?
I don't know.
No.
I think you have to be a member for a while before like
No.
any of that starts jumping off.
Right.
Um
Yeah, man, I think it's a pretty good ending point, man. Like you got the
yeah.
streaming software. Like you pretty much got everything you need to get a jump start.
Yeah. I'm thinking that too. I'm gonna definitely play around with this and just um try to make something happen and be like, all
Right.
right, well, I saw that you guys were doing this. I rebuilt this and using Bootstrap and redid this using XYZ and like showed
Right.
off. Yeah.
I mean, it might be really impressive. Like if you utilize a lot of the stuff they're using, what is like the little banner thing they're using, you bring that in.
Yeah. Yeah. Like and then if I can make it happen with Angular or whatever, that would be
Right.
a plus. But I think for now I'm just to quickly get something out there, like just do it in HTML and just use the same plugins, but just spit out HTML in the meantime. Like just sort of mock it up. Like, all right, here's my I don't know. That might be too lazy.
Yeah, I'll just say just like look for like a site template that already has like a meme, that Mongo, Express, Angular, Node, it's as soon as you hit this endpoint, it kicks out a Angular application, and
Yeah.
so just all you got to do is copy what's in that index.html and like paste it in the app.component.html. So you'll have an Angular site right there. Like there's no reason not to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
That's what I'm thinking too. It's like there's no reason not to just go all the way, just build it out. That way it'll be more impressive to, all right, in a day or in a couple of days I built out this. We got the sliders, we got the mobile responsiveness, we got the video playing. The only thing I have to come up with is logging in. It's the credentials.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think they really expect you to, have that there. You just kind of like
Yeah.
say, I looked at y'all source code, y'all had this, and this. I decided to re-implement it.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. All right, man.
I would say just look for MEAN template, and then just run with that. And deploy it to Heroku, I would say.
Yeah, I was thinking about going with Code Sandbox just to start, and then just sharing it like.
Because can you actually do server-side apps on Code Sandbox?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's
Guess
mainly
not.
like just like front end.
Oh, dang.
Because
All
deploying a
right.
Heroku is super simple with Node, like really simple.
Yeah. So I'll probably have to just build it out locally and then just deploy it to Heroku when as I build it out.
Yeah, man.
All
Go
right.
for it.
All right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Once
Oh,
once it's
go
once
ahead.
the stream ends, does it automatically like save it to YouTube or how does that work?
I don't know. That's a good question. Um, there's only one way to find out. We got to end the stream.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll finish off with this. What was it? I saw one of my coworkers. He's like messing around with React Native, and he was like, what was it? And we got a little bet going, like to see who can go through the course in like a month. So like this month, we're both going through this React course on Udemy
Right.
because he's having trouble staying motivated. So I was like, all right, well, since you're learning to React Native, like I'm gonna learn it too. So now we got a little competition going. So I think that'd be cool. That'll keep things interesting.
Do you feel like you got enough time to do that and React? Well, when is your interview?
I don't know. He didn't mention anything like a solid date. All I did was reach out to right now. All I did was reach out to what's his face. There's a recruiter that he wanted me to reach out to, and I pinged him on. Nice. He accepted my. Oh, what did he have in mind? I don't have I don't have an engineer opening. What did he have in mind? Interesting. He says, "Hey, if you're still interested, we're hiring. Did you find a way to apply? Do you want me to put you in contact with the recruiter?" I said, yeah, sure. Do you have any developer roles? He says, and then, huh?
No,
That
so
is,
he doesn't have any available at the moment.
yeah. That's
Well, I was
weird. How?
yeah, probably like communication disconnect between the two, but make that app anyways because that could
Yeah,
always one could always open up.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's crazy. It's like Scott Hudson. Yeah, it's like y'all got to communicate. You
Right.
can't tell me one thing and then I get suited and booted and then you just no, I don't have any openings.
But
What?
at least that gives you direction. Like, okay, I can make a streaming app, and it's pretty simple.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the highlight of tonight. Is like this whole thing seems pretty doable. Like the hardest part that I thought was hard isn't that hard, especially
Right.
when like you just look at all the data and the networking and like okay they're doing this and they're doing that and then yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah.
We can
Hey man,
start.
send me the link to that video on Discord, and then I'm probably take a look at it and play around with it.
All right, let me video streaming. Okay, that's probably a terrible idea. Just type that down. Video streaming Node.js. Here we go.
All right, man. Yeah,
All
cool.
right.
Yeah, we can end the stream, man. Let's see if it saves.
All right, for sure.
All right, man.
Later.
Peace.